Hello, my wonderful writers. Here's our third lesson, which is going to be a 1 hour block, usually for you guys, because here we're going to be using our planning sheet and we're going to be using our text that we marked up and we found all of our evidence with. I'm not going to be making an hour video because it's just a little bit too long for you to watch, but I'm going to show you what I did during this 1 hour block. So the first thing you're going to want to have close to you would be your planning sheet and also your text, because you will be using this to write your essay. So let me show you what I did in my hour. The first thing I did was I started off with my introduction. After reading my text, I realized that I knew quite a bit now about the topic because of what I read. So I started off with my hook. I'm a storyteller, so I usually like to start with a story. So I started off with, imagine being an animal that has to live outside during the cold winter months. How do they survive without starving or freezing to death? I'm bringing it back to that prompt. Animals have lots of ways to adapt to their environment. Again, that's my bridge. I'm bridging it now from what I started with my imagined sentences to now my actual controlling idea. 2 ways that animals survive during the winter are by eating constantly and hibernating. If you remember, in our planning sheet, this is exactly what I had down. Animals survive in the winter by eating constantly and hibernating. The next part is going to be our first body paragraph. I did 2 versions of this because if you remember on our planning sheet, I had 2 pieces of text evidence. Here's where as a writer you're going to have to decide, do I want my essay to be longer? Do I have enough space to write 2 pieces of evidence? Remember, for the FSA, you only have 3 pieces of their line paper. So you really want to be conscious so that you don't run out of room. I did 2 versions of my first paragraph. I did it with just 1 piece of evidence that came from the text in paragraph 1. And then I did another version that shows what it looked like with 2 pieces of evidence. So I'm going to show you the first short one with only 1 piece of evidence. So my first thing I have, you'll see, is my transition. Again, that was from my planning sheet. I didn't have to think about that. I also indented. You want to make sure, I usually just leave 1 line in between, but for the camera it was kind of hard to see that, so I skipped 2 lines on my line paper. For the FSA, you're going to want to skip only 1 line and then indent. All right, so I indented and I started with my transition, first and foremost. Again, this is coming right from my planning sheet. First and foremost, my first sentence is going to be that restatement of the controlling idea with my reason. So I have animals like the chickadee. Here's where I added the ground squirrel. I kind of wanted to make it again a little bit longer. Animals like the chickadee and the ground squirrel eat constantly in order to stay warm in the winter. You'll also notice that I've got some mistakes in my essay. That's going to be fixed in the editing process. You'll see I had a punctuation problem over here, so I needed to probably fix that. So the editing process will be the final step of what you're going to be doing, and you'll have 20 minutes to do that. So if you happen to see, oh, I made a mistake, you can fix it right away, or just wait until you go back and edit and revise it at the end. So next I'm going to be introducing my text. And again, I'm pulling that right from my planning sheet. I know that I have 2 pieces of evidence that I can pull. 1 was in paragraph 1 and 1 was in paragraph 4. So let me get the text for you. My first piece of evidence, if you remember, was in paragraph 1 and I was marking it up. So I've got eats constantly, winter to survive. I've got the chickadee uses food to keep its body warm. Then I liked this one. Some of the food it eats during the day is chemically changed into energy reserves. So I've already know what my essay is going to include for my text evidence. So let's see how I did it. According to the text, the chickadee uses food to keep its body warm. The food that it eats is chemically changed into energy reserves. Notice I put the quotation marks around it. Those aren't my words. Those are the words of the author. So I want to make sure that whoever's reading my essay knows this isn't what I said. This is what I got from the text. Now here's where I'm going to explain that in my own words. This is where my voice is going to be heard, and this is the important part because the scorers for the FSA are going to want to hear me talk about that topic. This energy is what allows the chickadee to survive because its reserve will warm up their bodies so that they don't freeze. Who would have thought that eating a lot of food could keep animals from freezing? That's my paragraph with only one piece of evidence. Let me show you the difference, okay? Here is my body paragraph with another piece of evidence. And sorry, my hands apparently are not working today. All right, so you can see they won't freeze was the last thing that I had. Now I can go into my second piece of evidence, and again, I got that from the text. Also in the text, a long winter's nap. Notice I mentioned the actual text there. That's also a nice way to make your text a little bit longer by naming the title in your introduction to your evidence. Notice the author said that, here's my quotation marks, this is what I'm taking from the author. Ground squirrels use the extra fat to stay alive through the winter. Here's me in my voice now explaining, elaborating on that text evidence that I just shared. Who would have thought that eating a lot of food could keep animals from freezing? I guess when it's cold, we just add more clothing to keep us warm, but animals have to fix up their insides to stay warm. So I just used my own voice there for that body paragraph. Notice the size of this body paragraph. Look at how long this is when I put it together. Isn't it amazing? I mean, I don't know. I impressed myself with just the length. But remember, FSA does not grade you on the length of your paragraphs. It's the information that you put in your paragraphs. All right, going back to our planning sheet, you're going to see we just finished our introduction. We just finished our first body paragraph. Now we're on to that second body paragraph. And my transition is going to be furthermore. My next reason is going to be about hibernating. And again, I have two pieces of evidence. But again, here's where as a writer, I have to decide, do I have enough room to use two pieces of evidence? Because remember, using my own words is way more important than taking stuff from the text. So let's see what I did in my second body paragraph. Furthermore, there's that transition. Animals survive during the winter by hibernating. In the text, the author stated that a ground squirrel hibernates and her body becomes colder than ice. She doesn't, again, notice my quotation marks. Look at, I've got another quotation mark. So there was another sentence I wanted to use from the text. So all I did was I quoted it. She doesn't freeze, but her heart rate and breathing slows down. There's that final quotation mark so that my reader of my text is going to know now I'm going into my own words. Hibernating is something that I always thought bears did. Here's the rest of my body paragraph. I never thought that ground squirrels survive that way too. It's almost as if the ground squirrel shuts down for the winter like Sleeping Beauty, only to be woken up by the springtime sun. So I made that my voice. I was linking it back, and they love to see that, when you can link it back to something for that you already know about. All right, so here's my last piece of evidence. But I want to tell you, I think if I had to do this over again, because this is my third piece of paper, I would probably shorten my second piece of evidence, because look at my poor little conclusion. I had to really shrink it in there. So keep that in mind when you're doing the FSA. Look at how much space do I have left on my paper? Do I have enough space for the rest of this body paragraph and a conclusion? So there's a decision you're going to have to make. But I chose to do another piece of evidence because I wanted to bring in that wood frog. I thought that was a kind of a cool part. Another animal that hibernates is the wood frog. The author said that throughout the winter, wood frogs stop breathing, their hearts stop beating, and ice crystals form within their bodies. There's my text evidence. Now I'm going to bring it back to myself. And here's where I saw that I was really running out of room. It's strange to think of a frozen frog with ice crystals inside of them, but this keeps them alive for a nice, hot spring day. Notice how short my voice was there. So again, if I had to do this over again, I probably would shorten some of this text evidence that I did and have more of my voice to where my paragraphs might be slightly smaller so I could have more room for my conclusion. The final part is my conclusion. In conclusion, animals are able to survive during the winter months by filling their tummies with food and by sleeping. I guess being an animal during the winter would be pretty easy. So again, notice I didn't really have a lot of room for my summary. I would have liked to have had a little bit more of my voice in the conclusion. But again, I made the choice to have more text evidence and have my voice in those body paragraphs. So the majority of your points are going to come from that body paragraph. So keep that in mind. You want that evidence. We want to make sure that we're going back. We're using this evidence that we liked. You know, we went and found a ton of evidence. I could have used more evidence, but I wanted to make sure also that I had my voice in the essay, because nobody wants to read an essay where in the text it said, according to the text, as the author stated. They want to hear from us and what we learned from the actual articles. So keep that in mind when you're writing your essay. So now, if you want to try your own essay, set a timer for 1 hour. And go ahead and see if you can write an entire essay, at least an introduction, at least 2 body paragraphs, and don't forget that little conclusion. We really need to end that essay and give them something to think about. All right, I guess I'll see you in the editing process, everybody. Good luck and have fun writing.